Hey guys, it's Brianna Scott here with ReadyScottsGo for another Thursday pregnancy update. I'm so excited to have you guys back again for another week because this week I am 33 weeks. Oh my goodness, yay!
Ready, Scots, go!
I'm really excited, as you can tell. Every week that passes by is a week closer to me meeting my baby, and I'm just getting so thrilled. I cannot believe that we are here. I cannot believe that we are less than 2 months away from meeting my little baby, and I just feel like the time is flying, and I am nowhere near prepared. We have so many things happening over in our household. Exciting announcements that will be coming in the next few weeks, ideally, if everything goes as planned. But I just wanted to remind you before we hop into this video, if you are not already subscribed, if you are someone new here, welcome! We're excited to have you in the ReadyScottsGo family. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, like this video, leave a little comment, let us know how you found us, and join along for the ride. Now, if you're a returning subscriber, you know all of the crazy deets, and let's just jump right in. So I had a lovely subscriber in one of my last videos, a couple videos ago, ask if I would share about some TMI moments that I've had, whether in pregnancy or birth, and she listed off a few different things. So I am going to do my best to do a TMI video. I have 2 pregnancies to pull from now and 1 birth, so I hope you guys are buckled up and ready for this video. Now, if you are family or friends and you do not want to hear me talk about TMI moments, please take this moment to excuse yourselves. But if you do want to hear all this crazy stuff that's about to go down, go ahead and stick around, and we are going to talk some TMI. Here we go. With Eden's pregnancy, I had a pretty easy pregnancy compared to this one. I mean, of course, my first trimester was no walk in the park. I lost around 20 to 25 pounds the first trimester. I didn't throw up except for like twice with her, and both those times were because I ate bananas, believe it or not. And for some reason after that, bananas, anytime I thought of them, it made me so sick. So it took me a while to be able to eat bananas again after that. But with Eden in that first trimester, I ate so much ramen noodles and a lot of bagels with cream cheese. So that was really fun. But with her, I honestly didn't have any crazy stuff going on. I didn't get stretch marks until about 38 weeks pregnant with her, and they literally appeared overnight. I'm going to show you my stretch marks right here. So as you can see, like they faded now and they're on a new baby belly, because this isn't a picture with me with Eden. So this is on my baby belly now, but you can see the stretch marks. They're kind of like faded white right there. So I did get them. I call them my little baby stretch marks all over my belly. They went away and they just made my belly look kind of like a little bit cottage cheesy-ish afterwards, but I didn't have any serious scarring with her. And then honestly, at the end of my pregnancy, I don't know if this is TMI, but this is like pregnancy drama right here. I got so swollen in my feet. I think I've talked about this in a previous vlog, but this is what my feet look like with Eden. And this started right around 34-ish weeks. I literally puffed up like a balloon. I gained, I think, 15 pounds in 1 week when I was about 37 weeks pregnant. I remember calling my midwife, freaking out, because I'm like, my diet hasn't changed. I've been exercising still. I've been feeling, normal, but I literally gained 15 pounds this week. I don't know where it's going. But you guys, it was going to my legs and my feet. I literally, my ankles were like this big, you guys. And I couldn't even walk or be on my feet for more than like 10 or 15 minutes at a time because I would start to ache so badly and my skin just felt like it was gonna explode. And it was just horrible. So I really swelled up the end of my pregnancy. So far with this one, I haven't had any swelling. I'm not sure if my new change in diet has affected that at all. I've also been staying really, really far away from salt this pregnancy. I don't have salt on literally anything that I eat, or pepper for that matter. I don't put any flavorings on like anything I eat. So I've been staying really far away from that to try to help avoid that swelling this time. Okay, so now transitioning over into the labor TMI part of things. With Eden, I didn't poop during labor as much as I can remember, and I talked to Jerry. I actually just paused the video and went and talked to Jerry and came back, and he does not remember me doing it either, like not in the tub, not any times. And I think that's because literally like the 24 hours before I had Eden, I had the worst diarrhea. Like it was horrible. And they say that's really normal and natural when your body's prepping to go into labor, because your body tries to get rid of everything so that nothing's down there when you're in labor. So everything's like cleaned out and ready to just focus on pushing the baby out. And so yeah, I was on the toilet like every hour or two for like the 24 hours before I had Eden. So I don't even think I had anything like left in my body to like eject when I was pushing Eden out. Also, when I was in labor, my labor started at like midnight, but it didn't start to get really intense until like around 6 or 7 in the morning. Then I was starting to get more like normal contractions, or birthing waves if you want to call them that. And that's when I called my mom. She came over and she kind of labored with me for a little while. But once you get really big in pregnancy, like you cannot reach down to shave. Like your belly's huge. Like you cannot shave your vagina. Like you just can't. It's just impossible to see anything down there, and I honestly didn't even bother the last like 3 months. So when I went into labor, I was worried because I was like, everyone's gonna see me butt naked, and down there is a crazy hot mess right now. So I didn't feel comfortable asking Jerry to do it, but I asked my mom to help me shave. So literally this was me like 9 hours before I gave birth, having full-blown contractions, standing in my shower with one leg propped up while my mom literally took my husband's like face razor down there and shaved me all up. So yeah, if you guys can have that sight in your imagination, that was a really fun little thing to do. But it worked, and it made me feel way more comfortable going into labor. So if you're feeling self-conscious about that, just ask someone to help you. So besides that, like the TMI in my birth, I don't feel like I had that many crazy moments. I started off my birth with wearing shorts and like a t-shirt, and then slowly clothes started coming off until I was like in a sports bra and shorts, and then I was in underwear and a sports bra, and then I was in no pants or underwear and my sports bra. And you just eventually get to this point in labor where you're like, I don't care who's in the room, I don't care who sees anything, I just am so focused and in the zone pushing my baby out that y'all are gonna get a show. So like by the end, everyone was seeing butt naked Brie, and I honestly didn't even care. You just get to the point where you don't care. You're kind of in this like very almost like animalistic, like feral mindset of just like focusing on your baby, and it's really interesting. But one thing that still makes me a little embarrassed this day was when I did do the hospital transfer after I gave birth to Eden. When I transferred to get stitched up at the hospital, we took an ambulance, and I was so insistent that I wanted to breastfeed Eden within like the first little bit as quickly as I could. So literally in the back of the ambulance, my midwife was with me. She helped me take off my sports bra, and I literally just breastfed Eden in the back of the ambulance. And there was like 5 EMT guys in the back with us. But like at that time I didn't care, but looking back I'm so sorry. I'm sure it's definitely not the worst they've seen. I'm sure they've seen lots of boobs in their lifetime, you know, because when they have to do chest compressions and stuff, they usually like tear off the shirt and stuff. But still, I'm glad I got that moment like with Eden to like bond and like breastfeed her within that first hour. But it's just a little embarrassing looking back. So yeah, there's a TMI for you. With this pregnancy, I feel like it's been a little bit more TMI than my last pregnancy. I have never peed myself with either pregnancy. I've always had like good bladder control, I guess you could say. I don't know if it's luck or if it's just because I'm like naturally kind of a tense person. Like throughout the day, when I'm like walking, or even when I'm like sitting down, laying down, I'll notice like my teeth are clenched and like my bottom is clenched. Like I just am a clencher. Like, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, with keeping like the pelvic floor like a little bit stronger. I've never peed myself, so, but with this pregnancy, I had really bad gas, like the first trimester especially. There were times where we would be literally walking through the store and I would double over with like gas pain in my stomach, and I would tell Jerry, oh my goodness, I think I might be having contractions, like maybe I'm losing the baby. And I would freak myself out, and then 10 minutes later, like it would subside, and then I would toot, as they say with toddlers, the word we use in our house. And then I was like, oh, it was just gas. Okay. And that happened probably more times than I would care to own up to in the first trimester, where I was like, oh my goodness, something's wrong. And then it was just gas pain, and yeah, you know the end result. So I didn't really have that as much with Eden, or maybe I don't remember it, but like it happened so much with this baby. With this pregnancy also, because I took Zofran, which is a drug to help with anti-nausea, I had the worst constipation the first like 6 weeks, until I finally was like, I can't do this. This drug isn't helping and it's making me so constipated. And because of that, like it causes hemorrhoids when you're constipated, and then you're also pregnant, like so much pressure on your bottom. And so like I was having issues with that, and it just was just so uncomfortable. When I finally got off that, it got a lot better. I know with Eden, I did have some towards like the end of my pregnancy, and I was using like an essential oils mix my midwife gave me, and I would put it on a cotton ball and literally like put it next to my butthole, like in my underwear. And it helped with the hemorrhoids too. So if you're interested in that recipe that my midwife gave me, I probably could dig it up and get it to you. It's like 8 different essential oils, and like you blend it, and then you like soak a cotton ball and like put it on your butt. And that helps a lot with it, and it's like a lot safer. So I haven't used that yet because I haven't had any major issues, but like in the beginning, I was very uncomfortable from the constipation from the Zofran. So there's another TMI for you from this pregnancy. Besides that, honestly, I haven't had that much crazy stuff. My skin's actually been really clear this time, and that's surprising considering that I'm eating a lot more dairy than I usually do, because I'm slightly allergic to dairy. But with this diet, like this glucose sugar diet, I am eating more dairy than ever. And my skin, like I am wearing makeup, but you can see that it's like very clear. I'm sure you guys have seen old vlogs if you guys have been following along for a while. And like I usually always have like a few around. But no, this pregnancy, I have not had that many. And Jerry actually made a comment like 2 days ago. He's looking at my skin. He's like, dang, your skin looks really good. And I'm like, I know. It's that pregnancy glow. What can I say? Yeah. Besides that, I know like lots of people are curious. I know I don't talk a lot about it because I don't like fear mongering or like sharing like birthing horror stories. But when I had Eden, I did tear. I don't even know what degree tear it was, but it was severe enough that my midwife was like, I don't feel comfortable stitching this. I was told that I had like more internal tearing than like external. And so that actually like made like sex very uncomfortable for a while. After Eden was born, I like literally felt like I was like re-virginized. Like I had to go through the process all over again. Like it was very painful. The first 4 to 6 weeks after the 6 week like that you don't have sex after you have a baby. Like it took us a while to be able to have sex that I wasn't in pain for. So there's a little TMI for you. Recovering from like tearing is not very comfortable. I had to use like the peri bottle, and like it was painful, like any type of wiping or anything down there. And I didn't shower for like a full week after I had Eden. And I know a big part of that was because I was scared of what had happened to me down there. I was worried about like if it would hurt if I got in the water, or like what would happen with the stitches, and like how uncomfortable would I feel standing up and in the shower. And like it all just made me really uncomfortable, and I literally didn't shower for 7 days. So I was wearing like, of course I didn't look dirty, but like I was wearing like blood and baby stuff all over my skin, I'm sure. like for a straight week. And I told Jerry this time with this birth, I am definitely showering within like 2 hours after I give birth. Because I feel like when I finally did shower after Eden, I finally felt like a human being again. I was like, oh my goodness, and I got over this fear that like something crazy was gonna happen to me if I were to get in the shower. So I am excited about that aspect of like changing a lot of things with my birth this time around. But thank you for coming to my TMI pregnancy birth TED Talk. I hope it wasn't too much TMI for you. Tried to keep a low PG rated. I know you guys are always curious about the bump, so here is my baby bump. Get nice and big. You guys, I'm feeling so big this past week. Like I finally feel like I've reached that point where you just start to feel big, and when things fall on the ground, you're like, I'm not getting that. And when you have to pick stuff up off the ground or do cleaning, you try to find someone else to do it because you don't want to have to be bending over because your belly is just in the way. That is the point I'm getting to right now. I'm just starting to feel huge. My tailbone is still killing me from falling down the stairs. So anytime I sit for too long, like upright, it does hurt. And when I walk for too long, it does hurt. So I haven't even gotten back into the full swing of working out. I really want to, you guys. I'm going stir crazy not working out. But I'm really scared of like hurting myself worse or like not letting my tailbone heal properly. And then when I get to actual birth, it's going to affect the way I'm able to birth. So I'm just trying to just honestly take it easy and just let it do its thing and heal and just not worry too much about it and just trying to feed my body really well and stay healthy and stay in a good mindset. But like I said, we have some exciting announcements to come. If you want to follow along, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're curious as to what the exciting announcements to be are, drop it in the comments below what your guess is for these exciting announcements. And I don't think I'll tell you if you're right, but I'm curious to know what you guys think is happening. Also, now that I'm further along in my pregnancy, I'm curious if you guys still think I'm having a boy or if you think I'm having a girl or what your thoughts are for that. I was leaning towards a boy like the entire beginning of my pregnancy. Now I'm saying I think it's a girl, and Jerry is devastated. But I'm curious what your thoughts are as well. Thank you so much for following along with our journey. As always, I love chatting with you guys every week and sharing these updates, and I'm so grateful for all of your constant support and love and just the joy that I have from having this video diary is just really overwhelming. I'm just really excited to have this special week by week progress to look back on and to show my kids someday. It's just really cool. So thank you for joining. If you guys have any requests for future videos, like one of our subscribers asked for this one, let me know. I am more than happy to accommodate. So love you guys. Bye.